thoughts on Super Bowl halftime show? It was cool. I mean, I feel like I liked me some Kendrick, you know what I mean? So I wasn't sure if he was gonna actually play the song because they had the part here where he's like, "Oh, you know, if I play your favorite song, they might sue." So I was under the impression that they weren't going to play it for like a minute, and then they ended up playing it, and it was really funny actually. So I thought it was like they weren't going to say the freaking p word, but he made the crowd say it, which I thought was fascinating. And then of course the whole crowd going minor was like pretty elite, so I kind of get it. However, I feel like aside from that though, people were just waiting for the song to come up, so nobody cared about the rest of the set list except for when SZA was involved because Luther was lit. And I loved when they did the All the Stars. The crowd went nuts when All the Stars started playing. I really liked that. Was my favorite part personally. So, and then Mustard was also like pretty sick. I enjoyed those two parts the most out of the entire show. But otherwise, I feel like yeah, the stadium seemed super quiet. So I don't know. I think like also Drake getting his licks off the show is kind of like, you know, like it's there because Serena crip walking during the yeah, during the show is such a jab. It was so like a, you know, it was very clear like a move made to try to like make him angry. But I don't think he's phased from any of this because a lot of people are on the internet talking about how it was like the worst show in history. So, which I don't. I'm not saying that it is or that it isn't. I would say though that I was like the crowd just waiting to hear if he would like say the thing, and then he said the thing, and then of course people were like, oh my gosh, you know. So and I wasn't there at the stadium either, so I can't like attest to the music or the sound, but to me it seemed like the crowd was louder at the Grammys collectively than they were at the stadium, and there was way more people at the stadium. So I'm just under the impression that people didn't really care all too much about the show. But I think the show also was directly for people that were at home, which also makes a lot of sense to me why the aesthetic was so cool from like a camera perspective. So, like I said, show was good. Just, you know, not my favorite one, but it was cool.